Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Aaron and this is That Local Guitarist. Today we're going to be kicking off a new segment that I'm going to try and do every week, and it's going to be just a quick look at some of the upcoming projects, demos, and reviews that we're going to have going on. One thing I want to make note of right off the bat is that this is not a sponsored channel. All these stuff that you see that we're featuring is all paid for out of our pocket, whether that's me or a guest, because I do like to do guest demos. So it's very important, if you enjoy seeing this stuff and you like seeing a non-biased opinion on anything, to subscribe and, like the video, tell your friends. If you have a piece of gear that you want to bring on, drop a comment down below and let me know. Before I keep rambling, we're just going to go right into it. So first up is going to be these Graphtec ratio tuners, because I broke one of the locking tuners on this guitar when I was trying to change the strings on it. There is a specific reason that I went with these Graphtec ratio tuners. And if you want to know why that is, then you'll have to subscribe. That way you know when the video comes out. You can see where I'm going with this. Another video that I'm working on is we're going to be looking at some snare microphones. Specifically, the Shure SM57, the Audix i5, and the Beta 57 are all probably microphones that most of you are familiar with because they're relatively inexpensive, and I feel like they're just kind of the most commonly used ones. But I recently picked up this snare mic from Lawton Audio, and I've gotten some pretty good use out of it. I used it for a couple recordings now. So one thing I haven't done is actually compared it directly to a 57 to kind of see if it is worth the additional coin, so to speak. So that should be a fun one. Another microphone video that we are working on is going to be for making content just like this. Podcasting, vlogs, any of that kind of stuff. So, of course, we got the SM7B. We're also going to be comparing the Rode Video NTG as well as the Wireless Go 2, just to see which option is kind of going to give you the best overall audio quality and ease of use. Because sometimes it's, you might get that extra 10% of quality, but if it takes you twice as long to get the results and you're trying to make regular content, that's not always the best thing. Some other things we're going to be looking at are more amplifiers, pickups. We're going to be doing, Richard's bringing the Badlander back. We're going to be comparing the 6L6 versus EL34 tubes in there. And again, I'd love to stress this if you guys are local. I'm in Lapeer County in Michigan. So if you live in the general area or you're going to be going through and you have a cool piece of gear that you want to show off, something unique that you don't think everybody really has access to, I would love to hear from you. And the same goes for any of these, whether it's, the tuners not so much, but like the snare microphones we're comparing. If you think I've missed something that needs to be in there, there's something specific that you want to know about a piece of equipment, drop a comment down below right here. And that way when we make the video, I can refer to these and hopefully include your question in there. So that's the other reason that I'm going to start trying to do these regularly, is that way you can get a little bit more interaction from you guys and find out maybe what you need information on, what you need help with and stuff. So hopefully this wasn't too boring for you, and I hope to hear from some of you guys soon. Thank you for taking the time to check out this video, especially those of you who have subscribed to this since I started doing it. It feels pretty good to be, getting back into this, so hopefully this is a very rough start.